Hello, folks. This is your debrief for the week of March 24th for the self-awareness activity. Now, the cards, if you might remember, are fear. Fear is a prayer for what we don't want. Quantum leap of faith, meaning that beyond logical expectation, beyond the linear projections of our minds, there is a place of free fall. Here you trust that what feels like leaping into the unknown void is really sailing on the winds of the infinite, unlimited benevolence, which will guide you wisely to your best and most graceful landing. So that was the energy you were being asked to embody and embrace, while fear was the thought you were being asked to consider and contemplate. Which makes perfect sense to me, because there is, where do we need faith the most? It's when there is the unknown that we are afraid of. And we are hoping for the best, dreading the worst. Wherever we're at, that's where faith comes in. So on a personal level, certainly that's relevant, but it's also really relevant because of what we're seeing around us, what's triggering our personal stuff. So my question to you is, how easy was it for you to really trust that not just your life, but that life was unfolding, and that there is a benevolent universe that is watching things and guiding things? And were you able to get out of your fear? How did you notice it was being triggered? Was it all through the news? Was it through how it was affecting your personal life, your finances, maybe loved ones who were going away, or who were being affected by this, or potentially affected by all of the different political stuff going on? Like, how did it come up for you? And always, does it resonate? One of the things that I think is really valuable with this is to always question if it's bringing up a strong emotion for you. When was the first time you felt that? And certainly fear. It's one we can all relate to in many different ways. It doesn't even have to be that feeling, but when do you remember fear intruding on your life for the first time? And then the activities that you were being asked to engage in as you were embracing the quantum leap of faith was to remember the things that you liked about yourself, and to keep remembering those and keep them handy as a way to keep your energy up, and also simultaneously watching words that were negative that would pull you down, okay? And pull you down not necessarily because they're words you would use on yourself, but remembering that when you are using negative words on other people, when you're criticizing, condemning, that's an attack energy, and that brings that attack energy into your body and into your field. So there's a really fine way of being able to discern and stand for and know what you are aligned with and what you are not, and make statements and stand for that, and not getting pulled into the negative, not energetically getting pulled into that negative heavy energy. And how much easier is it not to go there when you are trusting that there is a benevolent universe and that you are willing to take a leap of faith in that? How much easier is it to stay in the positive? Okay, so those are the things that I would look back, if you look at as you go back over your week. I don't always get it until I really stand back and look at it and go, oh yeah, that's where I experienced fear. And it wasn't really clearly fear. It was all of a sudden I was wondering, okay, now what's going to happen when the price of food goes up so much? Or how is this going to affect the people who own the building that I rent from? And so these different things, they were musings. I was questioning things. I wasn't really in absolute fear, but it definitely created a little bit of instability. And of course, the big picture of what's happening on the planet right now. And it really did cause me to say, okay, now, can I lean into my faith? Can I lean into that faith? And what do I need to consider? Because sometimes we need to consider the thoughts that we have that are going to allow us to open up to that faith. And so one of my thoughts is, we are all here to learn and grow. And I believe in the power of good. Those are two things that I can say, absolutely, I believe. So that allowed me to lean into that sense of faith and to proceed with not getting into a lot of negative talk about what was going on in the world, and to focus on things about me that I liked and things about life that I liked. I took that card to be a little bit more extended. So I really encourage you to look at those things. Okay, that's it. And now I'm going to get ready to do the one for this week. Take care, and thanks for playing along.